Hello. Today, if my dogs will let me, I'd like to give you a, an introduction, a better introduction to my banjo collection. Let's start with the two up on the top of the wall. You've already seen the first one, but I'll show you again. Here is the one I call Pan because of the great god Pan and the connection with goats, this being a goat skin head made in California, only a year old. No frets, based around a gourd. Great sound. I have it in G tuning, but tuned down to F, I think. And it's got those lovely old tuning peaks. Its sister or brother, depending on how you think of these things, made by the same person, Jesse Head in California. Very similar in style, but no goat skin. We have timber, and that gives what to me is a more guitarish sort of sound. It's got these antlers. You have to be a bit careful when you're using it. Yeah, so those two are handmade. The rest of my collection is rather more down market. Oh, by the way, these were not really expensive, but I had a slight shock when I found out how much customs duty I had to pay to bring them into Australia. Okay. Now, down to the rest. Let's start with this boring one. Look, really boring, only 4 strings. It's Martinez, quite cheap. I bought it just to try it out, really. As with all my banjos, though, I've got nylon strings on. So this is, I think it was an Irish banjo, but I've tuned the strings to standard G tuning rather than, well, just because I don't want to get confused and I like sometimes to try and play jigs on it. I don't pick it up very often. Next, again for completeness, is Tanglewood Travel Banjo. It's only about half the size of the others, and again, I just wanted to try it out. It wasn't expensive, and again, nylon strings. The one thing that makes this different is that I'm happy to take the standard G tuning and tune it up to A. So when really I feel like singing in A, then I can just pick this up and go for it. Okay. This one here, you can't see much really. It was just another banjo from a second-hand shop, a cheap one. Oh, the bridge is fallen down. But this was when I first heard about fretless banjos and thought, okay, I want a fretless banjo. So I got somewhere to take off all the frets. So that was my first fretless banjo. Nylon strings again. This is my everyday workhorse. My first, mine's gone blank. My first deering, a deering good time with an 11-inch pot. I use it all the time. I leave it in standard G tuning and twiddle with it if I have to. but it does more work than all the others put together, I think. Two more deerings, because the local shop used to specialise in deerings. They've gone now, unfortunately, but I took advantage while they were there. This one has got a 12-inch pot. It's called Americana, and I leave it tuned in open D. I don't use that much either at the moment. Third deering, a handsome chap, probably the most expensive of the three, but still not expensive. Another Americana. I leave that tuned in open C. I don't quite understand the popularity of double C. Anything that I see in double C, I will try and play on this thing, which has got an E up there when it's in tune, an E up there instead of a D. Yeah, so that's the deerings. And then we have my way of getting around the fact that a lot of songs that I see printed are pitched too high for my voice. So this one, I just sit there, tuned down from standard G, 3 steps, 3 semitones to E. If I want to play in A, I would usually prefer to retune this to C, about 3 steps down, instead of going up. And last but by no means least, this is my pride and joy. It goes on forever, doesn't it? I was reading about Pete Seeger and remembering the Kingston Trio, and I wanted a long neck banjo, and online they were so expensive. So what I did, I bought the neck itself, just the neck and the headstock, online from somewhere, I don't know, Taiwan or somewhere, for 150 bucks. Butchered an old banjo that I had and got them joined together like that. So I got myself a long neck for, I don't know, 400 bucks at the most, 400 bucks Australian. And I keep this one tuned down, in G again, but tuned down 5 semitones. So when I play in G on this thing, it comes out in D, which is very nice because a lot of the tunes I come across, they go up to G or A, and I can't sing much above D or E. So, but they're still written in G. So what I do, I just pick this up, play in G, it comes out in D, and I can actually reach the notes. So I'm very happy with this. Again, I have got one wound string on there, but it's nylon core, and all the rest of the strings are just fairly standard Nile gut. What's it? What's the name of the company? Oh, you probably know. The one who does Nile gut. So there we have it. And this is the one that I will be trying to play Buffalo Girls on, probably in my next video, because it's written out in my book in G, and I want to sing it in D. And that brings me to the center of my philosophy, which is banjos are for singing and singing is for banjos. Okay? That's it for now. See you next time.